YouTube, what's going on out there, people? Hopefully everybody's having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. Got something nice and fresh. Kinda like my style. Listen, whenever you guys get to a setup, please allow it a few ticks so it can do what it do. All right, people. So I know you guys have seen these, me do these setups before. Shout out my guy for this, the Pale Rider or whoever he is. I don't know who he is. I know he been on the scene for a minute. But what I like about, setups like this is just straight, simple, straight to the point, okay? You guys see what we got here. Nothing to go through there. All we need to do here is truly go right here to the settings card. That's all we need to do. All we need to do is get this set up nice and neat, okay? Now, when you first get to this, I would recommend just going here first, making sure everything is up and ready to go. And this is why I like these kind, because it's just simple, and you don't have to go through too much. Background good enough. One background is good enough for me. All right. Now what we want to do when we go in here, we want to go right to the video player input stream. We want to make sure we enable this. Now you do have to click on it and make sure this says, it will say install here. Okay, so just make sure you guys install that. And you can get the RTMP input. Now the thing with this right here, people, is you can get the information on these things. Shout out to my dude too. He got one I'm about to do. I don't even know how to say his name. His name D. And I'm not joking, his name D. Shout out to D. He just updated one of my favorite joints. And we was talking about this, the input stream adaptive, the RTMP input. And he said, man, it's been like this for a year. His input stream adaptive and everything needed updating and things like that. And I was like, nah, it wasn't like that. And I had forgot. I fixed it. And I shout out to Diamond too. I fixed it with Diamond's repo. I hope he don't get mad at me for saying that, but I fixed it with Diamond's repo, and I just fixed his joint again. And I was like, man, Diamond's repos are always, when I find something messed up, I always go right to Diamond repo, because I know he usually tries to have things ready to go with his setups. Hopefully I could get back to his setup soon. But like I was saying, the input stream adaptive needed updating, and the RTMP went and installed. And as soon as I got Diamond's repo, everything went well with his particular setup. Now with this setup, you have no problems. To get the RTMP input, all we want to do is go to install from repo and all repos. And once we get there, we just want to go right back to video player input stream, and same thing we did with the input stream adapter, we're going to do here. Okay? Just make sure it's just only going to have one thing installed. Okay? And this actually tells you what it does. So don't be, read it. Okay? Not a lot really going on here. Okay? So I don't want to really take too many ticks on things that I don't have to take ticks on. You feel me? Next thing we're going to do is go right here to player. Now, when we're in player, this will actually be on advanced. Just go ahead and put it on expert. Even if you don't put it on expert, you'll still be able to do this. But, just get in the habit of, staying on expert. This is the reason why you come to this channel. You want to know how to do things. You want to be able to say, man, I only go to the Tank Show, man, to see the new stuff, see if I want it. You don't want to be going through. I mean, it's impossible for you guys not to notice as much as I say it. Let's go on over here. Always get a mental picture of these. Okay. Sometimes you might get this right here and it have 16.9. I like to have it on normal and then change it actually if I need to. What we're actually focusing on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above. And me, people, I like to have mine on 100 for all the devices 3 gigabytes and up. Okay? Any device 3 gigabytes and up, 100 will suffice. Okay? Now, I'm currently on that Shield. Alright? Now, my medium devices, Fire TVs and Cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes, like to have those on 50 or 60. And for your small end devices, which this will work perfectly for, I like to have it on 20 or 30. Okay? Now, do keep in mind, people, this is a real section. You want to check on it each and every time. Trust me, this right here is clutch. Okay. Now, once I've done that and did all of that with this particular setup, all you want to do now is just go and get to your program add-ons. So you're trying to get to your Wiz. Let's get to the Wiz. Okay. Once we're in the Wiz, let's just launch it. Okay. Now, listen, when you guys get into a Wiz, don't be afraid to check out what's going on in there. I mean, it's things here. You can go right in there and see what's going on, okay? But me, I want to go to maintenance right now. And once we get into maintenance, I like to give myself a total cleanup. So we're going to clean all. And then what I like to do is actually go into tools. Now, there's two things you can do here, okay? And this, you know, this is for, you know, you're going to have beginner users, and then you're going to have users that have been coming on this channel and already know what they want to do. So if you're a beginner and you're not familiar with anything, you can always go to Quick Config, all right? And in Quick Config, let me see. Okay. All right. So when it's black, in Quick Config, it's going to already give you some presets. You can use them. Just make sure you write the file. Now, for this particular setup, it has to be darkened for you to be on it. So if you see cancel and click it, you'll actually be writing the file. Okay? So if you do know what you're doing, you already know what I'm about to say. If you're not going to use Quick Config, you can always go to Full Config. Now, me personally, on Full Config here, I would actually bump up my video cache size. I would leave my curl timeout alone. My read buffer factor, I would bump that all the way to 10. And for my buffer mode, instead of me having it on 2, I would like to have it on 1. Okay? And as you can see, it's darkened. That means I'm going to write the file. Okay? Now, whatever you should choose to do, people, right? What you want to do is restart your setup after. But please, guys, write the file. Just write it. You have to write the file, all right? Simple and plain to save it. And like I said, once you restart your setup, you should have a decent experience here. Now, there's one more thing that okay, see, the only thing I don't like, because I don't get skin settings, but there's not a lot going on here. So I really, it's really, you're really not losing. Okay? Let me see something. Nope. Okay. Nope. I should have saw this before. Nope. I didn't even think about it because you know why? When I get to setups like this, and it's just it's just this easy. It's nothing you could even do for skin settings. Everything's ready to go on this. We got the crew in here. You guys will see what's in here. I love his setups like this. Shout out to the Pale Rider. I love his setups like this. Let me know how you guys like this one, okay? If you guys get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. But most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good. Hold on, you know what? It is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace.